And we're in. Alright, so let's move these people around. Don't have to move a whole lot.
3 people. That's it.
I'm good?
Yep.
I moved 3 people, I'm good.
Alright, and here we go. Looking like standard starts coming out from both teams. I am seeing Nautilus with biscuits.
Nautilus went into that. Probably went 21, what is it, 21-9? Or 21-9, I should say.
I guess. I mean, even going that deep into the trees, I don't know about the biscuits, in all honesty.
Well, I mean, he's kind of mana hungry in the beginning, so that might help alleviate that a bit. Ooh, we have a little bit of an action going on here. Or we might have a little bit of a catch going on here. Bubbyzoid. Gonna, perhaps, nope. Bubbyzoid almost getting caught there. Good thing he moved away, but just gonna throw a little bit of an empowered Karma Q and walk off.
Yeah, I mean, that's just extra gold in her pocket for the most part. She didn't really burn anything. All she did was just say, hey, what's up, poke, and then that's
10 gold for Karma.
Yep.
5 gold for the poke, 1 more for the, or 5 more for the, 5 more for the little pool thingy it leaves behind when you empower it.
Yep. Really good. I mean, probably could have gotten an auto attack, but would have been a little bit risky. Especially considering the comp they're against.
Yeah, Raging Gecko actually sitting on a ward. I didn't even catch who warded that, so really good job with 2 side beers.
Nope, it was Lucian who actually ran over there and warded it.
That was risky. That was a manly play over there.
It's because they're doing a 2v1 lane swap, and this apparently so is DWAI's finest. Hang on, my audio.
They read each other's mind. The mind games are so real.
Yep. Sorry, had to change my audio.
Yeah. Looks like nobody's going to. Oh, look, they're both there. Like, oh crap, you know. Oh crap, they read my mind.
I mean, I think it's because blue team doesn't want to get that. They want to try and get that Tristana rolling as best as they can, and they know this matchup is really bad, especially with the Rise versus Kale matchup. So, I mean, they're trying to get that lane like taken care of, and hopefully not denied. But as I said, side beers just said, "Hey, we know where you're going, so we're just gonna go ahead and trade with you."
So I see Eclipse Nova actually went pretty deep into the utility tree herself. Eclipse Nova has at least 21 points in there with the pickpocket there. Or not 21, but at least has enough for the pickpocket in the utility tree. Because they keep seeing the 1 gold pop up whenever Shadow attacks them.
You can actually reach that with only 17 points inside the Mastery Tree. That's how my support page is run. The reason being is because you, like, playing a ranged champion, like, you're gonna want to... Oh, hello.
A little bit of an engage here. There is Nautilus coming in. First blood onto the Karma. Now we're seeing more flash there by Acid Elf. There goes the jumps by Tristana, and that's a double kill there for Nautilus. Nunubot, not in the right place you want to be. Gonna stick to the turret, but that was I think Acid Elf asked for a bear hug, so Hubert obliged.
Ow. Yeah, you remember what I was talking about having that CC and how good Nautilus is because of it? Yeah, he just proved it right there. That hook,
he dinged someone in the head, and then the hook, and then he dinged someone in the head with that anchor, and that was it.
I mean, it was a really nice play from Asdelf because he did end up disjointing it slightly to where it did end up breaking the animation, like, in a sense, but he pretty much couldn't avoid getting flashed on and taken down.
Right. That was a good play there. That was a good play, was said by Jaros. Again, this is 4.11, so... Oh, Jeremy taking quite low. Taking a little too much auto attack harass there, and he's gonna have to go back because of it.
The range versus melee matchup. Once Yasuo gets wind wall, that won't be as much of an issue. And there goes pause.
Won't be a DWAI event without a pause.
Of course. The all-grade mighty based pause.
Resetting router, says Jesus flipping Christ. All right. So, how you feeling so far? You think they're gonna? You think that top lane is set up already?
Top lane's already doing pretty good. I mean, it's 22 to 22, but Rice has already popped one of his biscuits, and Kale, she still has one health pot and all three of her mana or all three of her crystalline blast charges. So she's gonna be in that lane for a while.
Yeah, Kale smartly went to sustain because Rise is going to burst you down pre-6 pretty hard. So coming up with the sustain there between the Divine Blessing and the Flask and the health potions, wow, that was an instant pause.
Yeah, they had already asked if they were ready, so that was taken care of.
Alright, cool. Alright, so we're back. Here comes Nautilus, gonna try and make a play here onto Ezreal, and taking him pretty low actually. Gotta get a couple auto attacks on him. If he had red buff, that might have been a little more successful. But as it is, forcing Ezreal back, making sure he doesn't get to catch up in CS. We see that, well, yeah, making sure he doesn't catch up in CS.
Yeah, Yasuo's just right now, and considering the 2 kills that he got, he already opted for that new item, which is that quill coat. This is where the interesting turn of events is going to be, because now he's got a free
Nice
ward.
hook. Meanwhile, on Acidoff there, he will just disengage that, but yeah, that was a nice hook. I'm sorry. Continue.
That was a good hook and a good play. But he ended up getting that extra ward, and that's why he's already got his early sweeping lens. Both junglers doing the same exact thing, and this is why I was talking about pretty much junglers now being able to opt for that more tanky role, because they have that option of a free ward inside the quill coat, to where it replaces having to get that early sweeping trinket, to where you can be like, oh hey, now we've got that extra ward that we can carry, we can also sweep out a lot more things too. It helps out, and it's a small thing, but it's like, for junglers it helps out a lot.
Not to mention, when you upgrade it all the way, it's going to be a based on your bonus health, and that's going to help out tremendously, especially with Nautilus, who scales on that bonus health with his shield as well. I wouldn't be surprised if Jaros pulled out the Warmogs.
In all honesty, I could see a Warmog getting picked up.
Nice hook there, taking her quite low, and will fall to the rocket jump. Gonna go for the double kill, perhaps? Nope. Not at all. Buffyzoid, however, like we mentioned earlier, getting actually dinged pretty good there. Yasuo gonna be here to try and make something happen. Proc gonna wait for another hook. Is it gonna happen?
Nope, it's not. Wait a minute.
Or
he
is
might.
it?
Oh no.
He might. I don't know. Ezreal smartly arcane shift out of the way.
Oh no, it wasn't even just that. There is actually a small point inside that river walls where you can actually hook through it and actually hook somebody. So I thought he was aiming for that point. But you never know. He might not know it exists. But it's there. Quite the wonderful old train trigger.
Ah, yes. So we're gonna almost take free damage onto this, even though they're there. Just because that happened, and there's a hook. There's another nice play, another rocket jump. He's feeling it today, but he's getting caught on the turret, and he will fall.
That was greed. That
was definite greed. Oh, Jeremy went up and didn't have his tornado up, and he will fall to the tree shot barrage there. That was a little rough there.
That was a risky
Tried to go in, and I think he thought he had one more strike on his Steel Tempest to all in the Ezreal, but he did not.
I think it was more of, he might have been used to the old sweeping blades damage, but considering that has been reduced to 50% now instead of the 100% with 4 stacks, it now just feels a bit more awkward to actually use it. So, and there's the early dragon.
There's the early dragon we've come to expect out of Bubblyzoid. There it is. The early dragon we just come to expect out of a Nunu jungle.
Of course. I mean, as I said, like, Nunu's just one of those champions where he has easy objective control with his consume. Because he has that innate sustain that just helps him so much.
It's basically having 2 smites, one of which heals you.
Yeah. I mean, well, considering the effects now, like, yeah, I can't heal you anymore, but yeah, pretty much. And it looks like Jaros has already finished his Spirit of the Ancient Golem.
The new and improved Spirit of the Ancient Golem. That's actually going to boost his... That's going to boost his health to a little over 1200 here.
I'm not going to really say improved, considering they took off Tenacity, but...
Well, you know, you get merc treads.
Tenacity.
There's not a whole lot of... There's not a whole lot of CC on the side of Team Sidebeers, though. There's the Runic Prison from Rise, and then there's a Slow from Bubbyzoid, and then there's the Karma Snare, and that's about it. And with all of those, you can still act if somebody's near you. Like, particularly as a Nautilus, you can still ding someone in the face if somebody's around you.
Of course, but
So,
it's one of those things where I miss it. I wish it would come back. It's like a permanent... It's just an extra Irelia passive for everybody.
That's fair, but, you know, it's for the best in my opinion. Tenacity is kind of a silly status effect in my opinion, but...
So is Irelia as a champion, but you don't see me complaining.
Oh yeah, but Irelia as a champion isn't here or there right now. Meanwhile, Hubert taking some poke there by Karma, but going to heal it back up.
The sustain.
The sustain from that, and from, like we mentioned, the Targon's Brace now.
Yeah, the Targon's Brace, as well as the sustain from the double Doran's Blade and the...
Oh.
Wow. Hello, Nautilus.
Jerome's coming in mid lane, but he's just gonna look there and say, "Hi, I'm a giant astronaut." Probably.
He missed it.
Oh, but meanwhile, here comes Bubbyzoid, going to make a play onto, or attempt to make a play there. Oh, nice hook out of the Absolute Zero. Yasuo getting Steel Tempest off. He's gonna have to flash away, but he's gonna hit by the snowball. Oh, or is he? Oh my goodness, what's going on right now? He's just so mobile. Eclipse Monk gonna pick up the kill, and gonna stick around, trying to snare Jaros. Jaros gonna pick up a kill here onto Jesus Flipping Christ, or is he? Yes, he will. That E will pick up the kill. Nice timely intervention there, and Sympathy gonna come in, pick up the kill onto Nunu with the E. Thresh going to flay Acidoff away and run away.
Wow.
A lot of things going on there.
That was an interesting roam coming from both teams. I mean, the ADC and support had pretty much roam, well, except for...
I don't think they're done yet.
Nope, they're still actually going in. Nope, now this is where... Whoa.
Or
yeah,
is it?
That's where it's gonna end. That's where it's done. Unless Nautilus is busy chasing the Karma inside the jungle somewhere. But yeah, now it's done. I mean, it's funny because all that initially started because of Bubbyzoid just going straight in, trying to say, hey, I'm ready for this kill on Yasuo, and even though they got it, it was very nice win wall coming from Jeremy.
That was a last minute wall.
Uh-huh. But yeah, it was one of those things where you're kinda in this situation of you're gonna go in, but you're gonna make sure that you try and get the kill. And they tried to get the kill, but in the end they kinda regretted it.
I feel like they committed a little too much to it.
I mean, yeah, it seemed like an overcommit, but at the same exact time, like, this is just showing why these teams made it to where they are now. It's because they more than likely had communicated with each other, hey, can you make a rotation over here? And like, they just immediately went straight over it. And looks like Karma is now swapping with the duo lane, going straight for the top lane.
Kale.
Yes, the Kale.
Looks like they're gonna swap right back.
They want it.
They want that lane advantage, and they don't want to. More importantly, they don't want to give Tristana the advantage. So they're gonna swap right back.
It's because they don't want to have the late game Tristana, but the thing that I'm really scared of is how this Yasuo is gonna be. Because right now, like, the Yasuo is just, ooh, is Kale going for it? Nope.
Nah. Just gonna lay some poke down. That's been Kale's MO this game. Beat the crap out of Rise, make him go out of lane.
Yep.
That's why she's maintained this slight advantage over him.
Yep, and I mean, considering the fact of like all the changes on Kale that inside this recent patch, I still feel like pretty much like as much as people are complaining, It's not that much of a nerf in all honesty. I mean, it's a 0.2 AP scaling change on Kale, and it's a general attack speed scaling debuff. Like, it's not that bad, and it looks like top turret's down as well as mid lane.
Yeah, Sympathy and Jeremy doing really good jobs in the solo lanes, taking out those respected turrets. I feel like that would have been an eventuality with on the bot lane as well, but nice. No, missed a hook. Not nice hook. Not a nice hook.
It was close.
And my goodness, Hubert already doing a bunch of damage on the Acid Elf. This spot turret should go down pretty soon.
This is that early game advantage I was talking about. I mean, because of Tristana's early game and that heal debuff coming from her explosive shot, it just allows her to easily bully any lane that she really goes against.
Yeah, and we're seeing that right now. Oh, there's a nice hook on the Coach Nova. There's the box. That's gonna hit 2 people. Hubert gonna pick up the kill. Gonna pick up another kill right in face of the culling.
Ow.
Ow is right.
That's what I'm talking about whenever I'm saying Tristana's early game. If you don't have any sort of champion that can completely shield that, you're pretty much asking to get poked the entire laning phase. And even though Karma can completely shield that harass damage, it's just one of those things where you're going to be burning a lot of mana. It looks like the next dragon heading over to blue team, now sitting at a 5k gold deficit in their favor.
Oh, that hook hit Bubby, so he would have been a dead man walking.
I don't know. I mean,
a dead Yeti.
I mean, just flipping Christ was already there, so he might have been fine.
That's still a 2 versus 3 situation that you don't want to be in.
I mean, you never want to be in a 2v3 situation, but...
Oh, meanwhile, Jaros wants it. He's gonna be here, please. It's this. Speaking of 2 versus 3,
wow,
they're gonna disengage right off, and they're gonna move along.
I would too. I mean, I wouldn't want to be in the fight with that. In all honesty, I mean, you never know. Where's Lucian?
Ezreal, Karma, Nunu, no thanks. That's a lot of poke that I don't want to take.
That's not even just poke, it's the fact of their engagement inside a small, cramped space basically says, we're gonna hit every skill shot on you and just say, hey, we do a lot of damage inside a small area. Do you think it's good to fight here?
You want to fight here? I dare you to fight here. The static shift going on to Yasuo. Yeah, that's just, it's power spike numero uno for Yasuo there. Gonna continue to build on from there. Ooh, Yasuo gonna try and fight off Bubbyzoid here. Don't know how successful he's gonna be, but he is taking him down pretty well. Not quite well enough just yet, but well enough that if somebody's coming in with backup like we are here, there's the absolute zero. Gonna get blocked off once again by Jeremy. I'm sorry, by Jaros. There's a nice knock up there from the depth charge. Gonna pop Ezreal up and get him primed for the. Oh my goodness, there's a nice snare there. And gonna force a flash from Jesus Flipping Christ.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the flash was really necessary for the fact that Nautilus had already popped his entire skill rotation. I don't think anything else is gonna be coming from him. And unless he's building like AP or something like that, then he's not really that much of a terror unless you have a Kale coming behind.
Oh, here comes Kale from behind. Kale wants it, but Kale's already half health from turret damage, so
no thank flashing over that wall.
No, thank you.
I mean,
no, not at all.
I feel like Kale could have gotten that kill. It was just a miscommunication saying Ezreal had already burned his flash. I mean, she could have flashed over that wall, but she didn't know what was on the other side, so.
Right, and Ryze did rotate over eventually, so that would have been kind of disadvantageous.
I mean, she does have her ulti up though, so. You never know. Looks like Ezreal picking up that new and improved Essence Reaver.
A whole 10 extra AD. Yay.
Yay! More AD on an item that's supposed to give you a ton of AD and mana regen for champions who use a lot of mana, even though ADs don't use it.
Well, I mean, it's really good on the mana hungry people like Ezreal, as we see here. We see it on Sivir. Meanwhile, Ryze taking quite low from that and gonna give up that small golem to Kale.
Kale mechanics.
The Kale mechanics. The Kale mechanics of literally sit there and auto-attack somebody.
No, the Kale mechanics of, hey, I hit you with Q, I'm just gonna kill you. Like that.
And I think he's gonna fall, actually. Yup.
Too greedy. Might have
The one
miscalculated that.
Yeah, just a bit.
Oh, wind wall blocking Frosting and the Ezreal Q.
And the Lucian auto.
Beautiful. Rose coming over from the jungle, looking like he went. Ooh, that had hooked. I don't know if he wanted to fight that though. Even though Thresh is here now, catching on to Lucian.
Nice hook there. Now, getting the depth charge, knocking up Acidelf. Acidelf was the primary target there. He will fall. Jesus Slip of Christ is going to fall as well to the Steel Tempest. The third strike from Steel Tempest so strong. Last Breath's going to take out Lucian. And a missed hook will deny any more kills.
Yep. That was a really, really good play by Jaros there, popping his ulti onto the Karma instead of just the Lucian. Because he ended up getting the knock-up down onto both Karma and Lucian at the same exact time. And if Jeremy wasn't so trigger happy.
Oh, Bobby's Zoid didn't get hit there. Steel Tempest gonna hit. He's gonna try and absolutely zero that, but there's nothing you can do about that. Jaros on a rampage. When's the last time you saw a Nautilus on a rampage that wasn't named Trick2G?
Me.
Oh, don't even.
I mean, it wasn't with this exact build, but fear the attack speed Nautilus. Just throwing that one out there, and he's going for this build now. I mean, look at his items. He's got that Recure's bow, he's got a dagger, and it looks like he's going for that Wit's End, actually.
Yeah, Wit's End is a pretty good item on him. I like that item on, like, you know, the Shens, the Nautiluses that have pretty slow attack, and, you know, just give something to... You're an auto attack champion, or you're not quite an auto attack champion, but your auto attacks help out a lot. Like Shen has his passive, and then Nautilus has his snare. So what you want to do is you want to hit somebody and then hit somebody else as quickly as you can. And if you're doing that, you might as well sap their stats, right?
Bring back Ionic Sparks, please.
No.
Clear. Waves.
No.
Push.
No.
Push. Season 2 meta.
Static shift. Oh my god.
Season 2 meta. The Ionic Spark, please come back.
No, thank you. Static shift is good enough.
But yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, because that's the primary reason why I end up doing the exact same build. I try to switch my close Nautilus hook from
Close hook. Jaros has depth charge available, so he's gonna look to engage this, especially with Yasuo waiting in the wings. He wants it real bad. There's the hook. Gonna hit his depth charge. Absolute Zero is gonna hit, but Thresh is there with the hook. True Shot Barrage hits, doesn't really hit anyone. There's a depth charge. Yasuo going in with Last Breath. He's gonna let Kale get a double kill, and Tristan's gonna pick up a kill as well. Q-Bear now on a killing spree. Haven't heard a whole lot out of Q. There's another hook on the Jesus Flip of Christ. He will fall to the Yasuo.
Mad Life Jr., is that you? I mean, you can't succeed your ancestor Mad Life, but you can at least be there. And
that's going to be another an inhib there for DWAI's Finest.
So, considering the current circumstances, I mean, you have a 4-1 Kale right now, you have the 4-0 and 6 Nautilus, you have the 3-2 and 3 Yasuo with a 4-1-3 Tristana, with the 0-0 and 11 Thresh, which, ow. Like,
that kill participation though.
I mean, it's not even just the fact of me saying the kill participation, it's the fact,
so you are in a bad spot there, and gonna snare Kale. That might help her, but you still have a Thresh to deal with. There's the hook, and there's the other hook, and there's the flay damage taking out Karma.
The support wants to kill at this point. I mean, right now, based on the current situation, like, they're sitting on a lot of gold. You've got Kale sitting on 3.1k, who just got back and spent it on her death cap, actually. Going for that
straight up buying death cap.
And she's also getting that Recure's bow, which means she's probably building toward that Runaan's Hurricane.
Hey, you know, the standard build for Kale at the moment. Runaan's Hurricane, Nashor's, death cap. Probably gonna go for something else here in a little bit.
Wow, Thresh, please. Thresh went back and just instantly bought a GA.
The disrespect buy.
It's not even a disrespect. He knows he's going in. He wants to preserve his perfect game. Right now, yeah, Nautilus went ahead, picked up his Wit's End, and it looks like he's got his components building toward that Warmogs. that we were talking
Yeah.
about earlier.
It looks like it. I see the Giant's Belt, I see the Ruby Crystal, and I see the Rejuve Bead, so we will be looking at a Warmox pretty soon.
This is going to be a really tough game for side beers. I mean, right now you have the... Okay. Anyway, so right now you have a 13k gold deficit, which is enormous at the 24 minute mark. And then you've got...
Look at Yasuo just eating through, and there is a very nice job there. Was that Buster Shot?
Yep.
Yasuo with the double kill. The Buster Shot into the last breath. Just deadly. That's a lot of front loader damage from Tristana. And then it's the armor penetration from Yasuo.
Rise almost just 1v1 kill though. That's painful to watch.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of to be expected at this point in the juncture. There's Raging Gecko coming in, and there's what you were talking about just a moment ago, trying to keep himself protected with that armor from the Guardian Angel.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even just for the armor. If he dies, he's still coming back to life. You didn't really kill him yet. He's like a cat. He just won't die.
Just will not die.
And,
Oh, that anger missed. That hook missed.
and it looks like blue team is looking to close this out.
Yeah, they should be able to close it out there. There it is. There it is. Depth charge hitting. There's a hook hitting onto Nunu, and that is Jeremy getting yet another. Oh, that was Tristana getting the kill. And almost.
I think he was trying to bait Jeremy into the fountain, but little does he know, Yasuo ulti is down.
Little does he know, but that's gonna allow Jarosu to whack at these towers. There goes both turrets from Tristana and Jaros, and that should be game in just a sec. They just want to pad their stats a little bit. No big deal.
Yeah, we're thinking like, wow, that Kayle ulti on the support.
That Kayle ulti on the support, indeed. Good games coming out. That was just nasty.